Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. The S&P 500 was up almost 1/4 of 1% today. Actually, record close today, which was good. All of this happened before Nvidia's earnings came out, which came out after the market closed today. They did really well, in my opinion. They beat their estimates for revenues, for earnings per share, et cetera. There are a couple things that happened. The data center growth of sales was lower than it's been, in say last 3 years. Of course, last 3 years has been ridiculously high, but it is showing some potential slowdown. The stock was actually down at least a couple percent as I'm recording this, was down a little bit more right after the announcements. They're priced for more than perfection. It's the, most valuable company in the world now, valued over $4 trillion. They've done really well, and they continue to develop their chips, and they're kind of like Intel was back in the day, just kind of staying ahead of everybody else as far as that goes. So I don't think, there was enough in there to create a problem for the AI, trade that's happening in the stock market or anything like that. Again, I'm not surprised to see Nvidia sell off. We have seen they've gotten closer and closer to their estimates in terms of beating them versus what they were doing, back in 2023 when they were just crushing the estimates as far as that goes. But that's inevitable. You're not going to see growth that continues at the pace that they're doing forever. So still really, really good company. And they've, got I think a good position here. So the next thing we'll be focusing on really will be the PCE, which is the personal consumption expenditure index. That's inflation gauge that comes out. Again, it comes out right at the end of the month for last month, so it's kind of late, but it's very important. It's the gauge that the Fed Reserve will look at when they're considering, what they're trying to do. So right now, core PCE is at 2.9% as of last month. So year over year, that just means like, last month would have been June, the last one they reported. So June of this year versus June of last year, prices in that core PCE, which doesn't include food and energy, grew at 2.9%. What will it be this time? There's some fear it could be a little bit higher as kind of the effects of the tariffs start to work their way into some of these pricings. But we'll see. I think that'll be interesting. So anyway, not a bad day. Be very interesting to see how the market does react tomorrow after these earnings reports. I think it'll be okay. There's nothing in there that's going to create a big sell-off as far as I'm concerned. If the PCE report comes out ridiculously high, that could create a sell-off. But we already got CPI earlier. It was higher, and PPI was really higher, which is the wholesale inflation. But I suspect that the PCE will be more like the CPI. If it's up a little bit. That's usually what happens. They're not too different as far as that goes, but we'll find out. So anyway, look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thank you very much.